Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and on this channel we cover all things beauty, but specifically a whole lot of fragrance content on this channel for sure. So if you're into that, definitely consider sticking around. But in today's video, we are talking about the Gucci Flora line. I love these bottles. I think they're really pretty. Love the different colors, and of course they all are pretty floral, fresh and clean smelling, all in their own ways. I think there's a Gucci Flora for everyone. I can tell you guys that there's two that I really love, one that I really like, and one that I don't think that I'll get much use out of. So I appreciate these being sent to me by Gucci. I love that I can make this video, but I'm not obsessed with every single one, and we'll get into that. I'll give my thoughts on each and then also my ranking at the end. So I want to go in order, starting with Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, and this one has top notes of pear blossom, red berries, and Italian mandarin, mid notes of gardenia, jasmine, and frangipani, and base notes of brown sugar and patchouli. And this is pretty girl vibes all the way. It's a very fresh, airy fragrance. I love how sheer and lightweight this one is. I get a lot of that pear blossom, which is that airy, fruity floral. It is almost a little sparkly in the opening. I get some of the citrus, which also helps with that, and maybe hints of the red berries. You definitely do get more of the white florals as this dries down, and I feel like hints of the patchouli, but this is not a patchouli bomb at all. It is very lightly done in the fragrance and sweetened up even with that brown sugar. I'm getting a no caller ID call. Give me 1 second. Okay. Very airy, very inoffensive, very joyful, bright, and cheery, I have to say as well. Like, I feel like my mood gets uplifted when I wear this. It's a very pleasant fragrance. I don't think this scent is maybe groundbreaking. It's not as unique as some of the others, but I have to say this is a very likable scent. The only scent actually in my collection, it kind of reminded me of a little bit when I first sniffed it, was Lattafa's Haya, but that one is much more jammy, much more fruity, and more sparkly. That one literally has a champagne note. Very different fragrance. I was wrong on that, but this is so feminine, really stunning for every day, easy reach, can't go wrong. And I love how light again that it is, very sheer. It's just a great, sweet, floral fragrance that I think would be a good staple in everyone's collection for work, for again, everyday wear. Don't have to think about it. It's gonna fit the bill for any occasion you could possibly think of. The only thing that I could see people having an issue with is the fact that, again, it's light as a feather, very dainty. It's not a very strong projector, although it does have decent longevity, at least for me, especially on my clothing. So if you're looking for a fragrance that's going to project maybe like an arm's length, I don't think this is the one for you. This one, after a few hours, is more of a skin scent. It does really hold on to my clothing, but it's not going to give a punch. The next fragrance we're going to talk about gives a punch, okay? And that is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Jasmine. Again with the bottle, I think it's really pretty. Love the color. And this one has top notes of Italian mandarin, bergamot, and black pepper, mid notes of jasmine, jasmine sambac, magnolia, and damask rose, and base notes of Australian sandalwood, benzoin, and patchouli. When I first smelled this fragrance, I still have my notes that I wrote. I put white floral bomb, powdery, floral, very clean smelling floral perfume, more on the mature side. So while I would say that a fragrance like Gorgeous Gardenia, this one feels like more of a modern take on a white floral fragrance, this one is definitely more sophisticated, more elegant, more classy. It's, I would say, more mature smelling. You still get that clean floral feminine, like almost that clean laundry effect from this fragrance. You get these very opulent, rich white florals. It's just a lot for me, very headache inducing, I find it. I put that mainly, I got that jasmine, the magnolia, citrus. I got also that black pepper in the opening, adding a little bit of spice. And for me personally, I just found it very intense, almost a bit suffocating. I feel like it burns my nose at times, and for me personally, it's just not a fragrance in my collection I really find myself gravitating towards. I could see someone wearing this and smelling amazing, put together, again, very sophisticated and elegant, but for me personally, I just couldn't take those really heavy, intense florals. But if that's for you, you'll really enjoy this scent. Like I said before though, I find it very perfumey, and definitely more on the mature side of a clean, feminine, floral fragrance. And the next fragrance to come out from the line was Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. And this one has top notes of dewberry, coconut, and orange, mid notes of magnolia, jasmine, sambac, ylang ylang, and lily of the valley, and base notes of musk, patchouli, and blonde woods. And I really enjoy this fragrance. I think it's stunning. I really love that dewberry note in the fragrance. I think it's actually delicious. And by the way, on the back of the bottles, you can see some of the key notes, which I think is a nice added touch. This scent, it's fruity. It's like a creamy, fruity floral right up top, which I have to say the coconut in here, I don't sniff it and smell coconut, but I do get that density, that thick, creamy feel from that. And with the dewberry and the citrus, the opening of this fragrance is truly mouth-watering. The more that it dries down, you do get that magnolia, but it's not too intense for me at least. And then on the dry down, I do get more of those earthy, woody notes. I think patchouli can really add that depth, that deep, sensual feel to fragrances. And I think that with that deep, yummy dewberry, that purple, fruity note, I mean, this is just so good. I would say this is the only one that almost goes a little sexy for me. I really enjoy the notes listed. I think the coconut in here, while I don't sniff it and get coconut, I think again, it makes it like this creamy, fruity floral experience with that depth. I love this. I think it's so pretty and probably one of my favorite scents in my collection. I think that it gives it a whimsical touch. With the combination of notes used, think, what is her name? Viola from Tinkerbell, like definitely that dark, feminine, fairy type of vibe I'm getting here, which I really like. And I love it when a bottle matches the fragrance inside. And this one has great longevity, decent projection, really good if I over apply. So somewhere in the middle of the pink one and the green one with that projection and longevity. And our final fragrance is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid, their newest release. This one has a top note of vanilla. I think it's vanilla cream, mid note of vanilla orchid, and base note of ozonic notes. This is a very bright, creamy, floral vanilla scent. I love this a lot. I think that it's very creamy, fluffy, and yummy with the vanilla cream they've used. Oh my goodness. And then you do have that really airy, soft, ozonic feel to it. It feels very breezy to me, which I love. So it's not going to be your most dense, thick, overpowering vanilla scent. This is really great for, in my opinion, every day, and also even for in the summer, because again, it's very bright to me, almost like if there was a citrus note, even though I don't really get citrus from this at all, but I do get a bright, happy effect from it 100%, and you do kind of get that breezy, ozonic, almost a little tropical feel. Some people find that this one has a banana sweet note to it, which I mean, sometimes I get that, sometimes I don't. If anything, I could see a note of ylang ylang, just adding that sweet banana-like floral experience into the fragrance and making it more likable. I really enjoy this. And again, if you're someone that loves a yummy vanilla fragrance, powdery, sweet, delicious, but you want a fragrance that's not going to be too strong, too heavy, too thick, thick. Some people find those types of vanillas to be really sickeningly sweet. I feel like this is a really great option. Beautiful launch. I'm really happy to have this vanilla option. So on to my ranking. I'm gonna start with my least favorite first, which has to be Gucci Flora Gorgeous Jasmine. This one, it's just too intense with the florals for my liking. I find it to be very overpowering, very headache inducing, to the point where I don't even really want to sniff it here. I do enjoy that clean laundry effect. I love the citrus mixed in with that. I think the pepper in it adds a nice fresh spicy feel, and I think it's one that my grandma would really like. Next, this is hard because I really love both of these so much. I'm gonna go Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia in third place. Feminine, very easy reach, sweet floral. Don't have to think about it, can dress it up, dress it down, you're just gonna smell really good. Wish the performance was maybe a little bit better, but honestly, on my clothing, I can get good longevity. It's just definitely more intimate leaning. This is hard. I feel like this is almost interchangeable depending on my mood. No, I think one is just my favorite. Comment down below, what fragrance do you guys think is my number one before I share. Coming in second is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. Beautiful fragrance. Love that deep, creamy, fruity floral vibe. It dries down, gets more musky, gets more woody. You do get the patchouli in there, which I do like because I think that it does give it, like I said before, more of that dark feminine experience. And with the dewberry, the coconut, you don't smell this and get coconut like I said, but you do get the creamy feel from it, which I just love. And yeah, it dries down a little powdery as well. This one is so nice. However, I gotta give it up for Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid, my favorite, and of course their newest launch. I love vanilla fragrances, I truly do, and I find that this one is so creamy, fluffy, powdery, and addictive. There's something about this vanilla that has me hooked. I'm always gravitating towards it. Really easy to wear. I love it for year round. And yeah, a very breezy, like I said, bright, airy, fluffy vanilla fragrance. Great for people that don't love a vanilla that's overly sweet and overly syrupy, rich, in your face. I really enjoy the scent. I think it's beautiful, and it has to come in number one. While I'm wearing it, I love the way that I feel. It's really mood boosting, honestly. I find it very happy as a fragrance, like I said before. And yeah, I mean, I love the scent bubble that this gives me. Every time I wear it, I just can't wait to wear it again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below as well, what would your ranking be if you have got your nose on these fragrances. I think that it's a beautiful line, definitely worth checking out. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one, besties. Also, if you want me to do this with any other line, let me know down below. Bye!